Hello, this is Craig. Welcome back for our third installment of making a animated movie video title screen. So the first two showed how I animated the logo, made it zoom in. The second one showed how I added the type down below and animated that so it would fade in. Now on the third one, I want to show you how we can take just this little title 3-second intro screen and render that so that it can be a movie that we can use then in other videos, other tutorials. So I have everything set up in here. One thing I do want to point out is that I did have to go back and add a blue background as a solid. And the reason I had to do that is because even though I was putting, remember we were going up into composition here, and we go into composition settings, and we were building that royal blue in here for my brand color with the hexadecimal. For some reason that wasn't showing up in the final one. This was showing up as black. So what I did is I went back in, and in here I just simply went to File, Import, and went to a solid, and then this is where I put the color, and it automatically pulled in the full size of my background, and I put this hexadecimal color in here, and then I clicked OK. I'll click cancel here, but I named it blue background with that hexadecimal number, clicked OK, and then it shows up in here, and then all I have to do is drag it down into my timeline, and it shows up in here, and I put it in the entire timeline so it's stretched all the way across. Okay, so let's continue. So as I mentioned before in one of the previous videos, I want to use this title sequence at the beginning and the end of all of the tutorial videos that I build. So basically all I'll have to do is open up After Effects, put the video tutorials in the center, and then in the beginning add this clip as a support file, and then at the end add this clip as well as a support file. So the way I do that is I want to render this. So I'm going to make sure I save, and then I'm going to make sure the light blue line is around the timeline down here. Then I will go up under Composition, and I'm going to choose Add to Adobe Media Encoder Queue. Adobe Media Encoder is kind of a separate program that will help you render your video. So I'll click this, and I already have the Media Encoder open, but we'll let you see what happens here. Is it takes a little bit for it to transfer it over, and then it hops over to that software program, which is right here. And it puts it in the queue here. So you can see the title. I titled the composition CK Title Screen. And so this is the composition here. There are other ones in here that are from previous renders. So what I can do is I want to use the H.264, and that is, as I've been reading about this, that is what you want to do. It's very compatible with other video editing programs. But the cool thing that I found is 100% of all my videos, I just use YouTube. So they have these cool presets in here. They have them for Android and Kindle. You go way down to the bottom, and they have one here for YouTube 1080p, which is the HD version. Now I suppose someday in the near future I'll want to have the 4K version, but right now I don't, and I'll keep the file size as small as possible. So I simply clicked on this preset to render the video in the format and the coding that is best for YouTube high definition video. So I chose these two, the H.264 and the YouTube, and come to think of it, I may have chosen this YouTube first and then it just automatically put in the H.264, but I also know, like I said, I've read this is very compatible. So this shows that it's ready. All I have to do is click on the green arrow, and it's only 3 seconds, so it's going to go pretty fast. You'll see it go through and render this. So now it's basically making that movie, coding it into an MP4 file. See it progress all the way through, and then it's done. So I will hide this, and I will hide After Effects. Now I go into the folder where I have this, and in here you see this is my MP4 file right here. I had made one just to do a test before, so I put a second one in here with a 2 on it. So this is the Media Encoder file folder, and it has this, my MP4 folder or file right in here. As you can see, this whole file, I'm going to hit the space bar here, you'll see it play through. That blue shows up nice. And you can see that this is only 1.7 megabytes. I will tell you that some of the other videos, if you don't go through Media Encoder and you try to do that H.264 through just regular rendering in After Effects, I probably don't know as much as I should about rendering through there, but the file sizes were like 10 times as large. So using this YouTube preset really helped. So let's go back into After Effects and we can close this out. And now in the next tutorial, we'll get ready to import this clip into the tutorial video. And I'll show you how to do that next. Thank you. Thank you for watching this video. If you liked it, please go to my YouTube channel and subscribe. And if you'd like to see more tutorials here, I also have a lot of tutorials over on craigkuntz.com. So go there and check out tutorials on graphic design, woodworking, and web design. Thank you.